about to tell the players we're ready to go. Just gotta make sure that this is starting up properly, and we will start. Gonna go ahead and go back to Discord and unmute the peanut gallery.
For a bit, because I'll be eating. So,
Hello.
enjoy.
Talk with some food in your mouth. You'll be fine.
Oh, center.
And we are joined by Doodles, Incaron, Simon, Torontos, and Unsweet, who is currently eating with his mic muted.
Indeed.
So it looks like we have a party this round.
Alright, so it looks like this opening
At the
here
end
Trying to
of the
talk
tournament,
as it's
I'm
been
going
for a
through.
long time.
I'm going to do an analysis of the openings and start actually naming them. But for the moment, this is. You've got a close center with some middles, but it's a line just bugs me so much. There is the cap I was anticipating last game. Sort of early cap from black.
I would be anticipating the cap at D4 instead.
You know what's nice about this party? We even have a black mage.
Stop it.
Okay, so white's countering
guys
with a bit
hear
of
me at all?
flexibility. What's
Yeah,
up?
but we don't have a white mage, so we're all gonna die.
Unsurprisingly, attacking the connection at D3. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw C2 as a response. Maybe E2.
E2 Brute.
I like the cap at C2. Can you guys hear me at all, or am I just talking to nothing?
I can hear you.
We can't hear anything.
Okay, alright, we're good. Yeah, C2 I think is a good spot for the cap for no hat.
Hmm. I mean, my instinct is to play E3 or C2, but we are definitely still exploring openings. But capstone, I like the cap.
I actually really like that cap because it opens up a vertical threat and continues his horizontal threat at the same time. It was a really good spot.
Bless ya.
I mean, there's a lot of good potential, plus the attacks on E3 and just supporting the general stones that are already out. So.
Well, what's going to be fun is now Sultan has to somehow disperse NohatCoder, who's white, which
Yeah,
is not
I mean,
a fun proposition.
no.
Nelhage made a good
my
comment
instinct
saying that
is to
black
play
seems very
F3.
scattered.
I would consider C2, but I kind of like F3 for black here. The other option might be to play D5. There's
C2 was probably the good move there. It cuts off that horizontal threat
That
and
might be the
forces
most effective way
no
of
hat
doing
to
it,
go
is just
towards
trying
the
to
vertical one.
grab tempo fairly quickly. And he can do so either using the west-east and you've got the north-south along the C rank. That's the downside, is now white has enough position to make his own significant tempo threats.
I think black here goes to F2, and that eliminates
I
the
wouldn't be surprised if we got
vertical
some
threat.
counters towards like D5, E5 area.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of like F2 as well.
Rabbit Boy also sort of agrees with the surround defense, so. Basically, black's major options is either just try surrounding things or to try to grab tempo somehow, which is a bit tough for black at the moment. But that sort of a capture is going to wind up giving black some flexibility, but probably not enough because now White's tempo lead is a bit better. So.
Yeah, and the fun part is that Black's capstone is now irrelevant to that threat. Or at least very close to being irrelevant.
So now we would probably see either C5, E5. E5 was the better one there, I think. But D6. Did move. I would also consider playing C5. That might be a bit too passive. So, I kind of like D6.
I like
Could also go for
throwing up a wall
E4,
right
but
there at E4.
Sort of infiltration is tough to play.
Yeah, I could see SE4. I could also see potentially throwing down at F2 for a wall as well and just try to kill the entire thing at the root.
Yeah, I like that
Well,
F2 wall
Even
idea.
just
That's a
playing
really
the
good one.
flat at E4 wouldn't necessarily be terrible. But he's going for something else, which I'm not entirely sure I agree with, because now we can get E6 or E4, depending on how he wants to do it. Or E6, which is probably the best of all the options.
Yeah, it was a good move. But now he can do D5 minus. But that still opens up a lot of really bad potentials for the future. I think his best move is to do D2
Yeah,
to the right.
E4.
Yeah, that will probably be the best.
Yep, D2 to the right. I think he was counting on that one to save him there.
Probably capture the cap down to E2 is my... Or you could play D2 filling that way, which I also like.
I think that White's in trouble here if he doesn't get his momentum back. SultanPepper can work his way up to that
I'd
A6.
probably favor just playing a flat at D2, to be entirely honest.
Yeah, D2 flat's good because it allows him to cut off Black's C road. Oh, he walls it.
Apparently not. Going for the wall.
Well, he's
He really
also
wants to cut off
after that flat under E2.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah, but he doesn't need a. He doesn't necessarily need a wall to do that yet. I think it would have just been fine playing that as a flat.
Well, if you think about what
And then
position
I
Black
don't really
has
feel
right
that
now,
that needed to be a
that
wall.
vertical road. So if he walls at the root of that vertical road, Black has absolutely nothing to fall back on. So he just eliminated all of Black's potential there in the whole game, pretty much.
An attack from Black.
Wait, is that a double? Okay, never mind. It's just the way I rotated.
Now you would expect Black to play at D2.
I don't know if Black would play D2 right here.
No, I'm expecting C6 out of Black.
That would also be pretty decent.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
That way the wall is pinned.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, D6 can unlock it.
Or positional, playing a B5.
That's a good move there, because then if he wants to make a potential horizontal threat later on, he can do that.
Hey, someone else join?
Question is, do we now anticipate... Oh, he's playing F2. Interesting.
Well, he wants to capture that.
Well, undoubtedly. I was just expecting him to play D2 again, but I don't think there's such a huge difference between the two. But in terms of lines, I think D2 is marginally better.
Someone want to mention that to Fwib over in the game chat? I'm tempted to reply back and say something like magic.
I like F4 from black here.
F4, F4.
I think a wall at f4 would actually be better. No, I like a wall at d5. Oh, you
More concept.
platted d5. That works too.
Making a citadel. But there's attack, so I'm just gonna have to respond.
Sure, he sees it. He's got a ways to go before he wins on
I
tie breaks.
don't think that was the best move.
I'm not necessarily sure it was the best move either, but
Yeah,
we'll see how
he
it
should
plays
have
out.
used d4 to go to the right on that one, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because that way he could have gone for the.
now if he walls d5, he's got a decent enough move there.
Yeah. I'd say he's going to have to throw a wall pretty fast here. And honestly, he wants to be throwing pieces down as fast as possible.
He really just wants white to throw pieces down as fast as possible.
Okay, fair. Could someone check that? How many stones did white have left?
I think it was less than 8.
Yeah, even just playing go flat at f4, I think would be beneficial for black. Because you've got that nice west-east threat. Black, that's kind of.
I wouldn't
interesting.
do that.
Yeah, if
not
I was going to throw
anymore.
something at f4, I'd throw a wall
So you
there.
capture
Totally.
e5 and it's over. And then you're just going to build up a huge stack for that cap. I would just wall
I mean,
d5.
alternatively, he could just capture from e5 to e4, but not necessarily.
I
sure
think we
about
should
that.
all be listening to Unsweet
just
here.
wall
because
d5 now.
He's the one who beat Turing.
Wow, this is turning into a fun conversation.
Well, I don't think you want to wall f4, so
Yeah, it's not as exciting as last game, but there's your wall, so.
I don't like that as much as walling d5.
Yeah,
Well, there
d5
you
was the
are,
better wall.
right?
but
It
it's still
keeps
good.
more horizontal stuff open.
Unsweet is not thrilled.
Well, keeps more horizontal stuff open, but you're not going to get it. I mean,
I'm underwhelmed.
it's kind of just posturing if you think you're going to get that horizontal road. It's same with white. I mean, you're not going to get that vertical road either. Like, this game is going to flats pretty much.
Which is very bad for Nohat. So he's probably going to start doing something.
Nohat is forcing road threats. That way he can get SultanPepper to not play any more flats,
Sure
so he has
what
to
Nohat
capture.
was going for with this line.
Well, you can actually.
It's interesting, but I'm not necessarily sure it's the best line for Nohat.
Okay, so Nohat's just going to go around the wall.
Yep.
If Sultan wants to be cheeky, he could just play another wall there on f3.
Probably.
Or f6.
If he goes for a wall on f3, then I think f2 would just follow up to try it because of the crushing potential.
Yeah, true. Okay.
That's exactly what would happen.
Hence, a wall at f6 would also be pretty cheeky.
Now, if he walls f3 and that plays f2, f3 plus ends the north-south red.
Well,
That's true, it does.
yeah.
I mean, Sultan could just throw up walls. Won't get him any closer to a road.
Yeah, but that's kind of lame. We haven't seen anyone just throw up a bunch of walls and hope to lose on flats but still win, because nobody's that much of a jerk.
Hey, Doodles, how did that game with Kakamura go again?
Playing a lot of walls is not a good idea.
Is that what Doodles did? Did he try to wall up on Kakamura?
Yep.
Well, it's not a strategy to win, but it's a strategy
rescind
to
my
avoid,
statement.
I don't know, losing by roads.
I lost by a road. I got tenued with like 7 walls on the board. It was devastating.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That's
speaking
actually kind of
of-
impressive. It reminds me of Ally versus Touring game.
Oh, speaking of that, we're gonna have a fun one next week. Kakamura versus Turing.
Oh, that is exciting.
Oh, great.
Ooh,
2 people that use their entire
That's
clocks.
a good one. Yeah,
It'll
we're
come
gonna
down
have
to, like,
a
3 seconds
7-hour
before
stream.
They'll just be playing bullet tack.
I mean, if you want to know how you can tell it's gonna be a long stream, is if I show up with a glass of coffee somewhere in my hand.
I think after this game, I'm gonna head out.
Fair. So what are we thinking?
This is tough. I'm debating this. Not necessarily sure I know what I would play in Sultan's place. My instinct is to play something like F6, but I'm not necessarily convinced it's right.
You
That
know,
works too.
Throwing a ball.
I
No.
like that play a lot because I was
Pretty
going to
good.
suggest playing there next for white,
Might
And-
just be a bit too reluctant to throw up walls. That might be one of my
and then building across 2,
misses.
and then once you do that, you hard cap on E2, and then you force the road in both ways. But that's a strong wall.
I see
Good play.
Nohat doing E3 minus right here.
I'd be half tempted just to play F6 as white.
Yeah, that would be brutal. F6.
Oh,
Where's the
I was
back?
looking at E3 minus, and I guess he's gonna go for the continued attack threats to just
I don't
force
know. I would have
captures.
preferred actually hard
Playing
cap.
the wall, moving
on
the
that.
wall at D2 to E2 would temporarily stop it, but then you probably get to play at F1, then you probably wind up moving the wall stack, but so
I would have liked a hard cap right there.
it is a line.
Yeah, I think the only problem with the hard cap is that black gets paranoid and throws its cap up there in the middle of it.
Well, yeah, but that's fine, really.
True. Okay, how many stones did black have left?
6.
6? Okay, and how many stones did... Okay, so we have 14 right now.
You might wind up seeing the wall at E4 moving over there. Or doing something like that.
That makes no sense.
That makes sense enough, because if you do F5 minus, you get another wall right there, and then that is very, very bad for most of the threat there.
Maybe just a flag on F3.
2 E2 right is tack.
Oh, that is it. I was trying to figure that tack out, but yeah, that's a clever tack. That is a tough one to spot. That is definitely going on my list of complex tacks to make
Self-stacking attacks are always the sneakiest. And the most often way that I get Tinue in a game is why self-stacking with, most of the time with a
I
capstone.
haven't been tempted to do it just for the style points.
Right.
I don't know how much style points are worth, but they've got to be worth something.
Well, style points are only worth something if you actually land it. And doing stuff like that that looks fancy is a good way to get yourself nailed in the face as well.
Depends.
So, with everything, moderation and being careful about it.
I would still actually consider doing that to right tack.
You consider doing what?
Not just for a style. I think just pressing that tempo help white in this situation.
Well, it just
What did you
invites
say?
D2
Your
to the
mic
right.
went all
Not sure
fuzzy.
what else I would do for white here. Doesn't have that many other cogent road threats, so.
Let's see here. What does black end up doing here? Honestly, I'd be looking at taking out that E2 stack.
Yeah,
Alright.
as black, I do D2 to the
Probably
right.
agree with that. I think grabbing that is pretty valuable for black.
Or because
if he
of
just wants
tempo.
to make a joke out of it, he could definitely do 2E4 plus. See if Mohat misses it again.
That would be funny.
2E4 plus.
Moving.
Wow.
I would.
His own wall and leaving a blank space in his road.
I
Just
really
like
like the B3 play because he has tempo right now.
I don't
He can
think that would
continue to
work
build.
I don't think it would work again either.
But yes, that would be amusing.
Well, the issue here is that if you have E3 right without any captives, that's going to make for a bad day.
I think the other option I would
never
have
mind.
considered,
You might be safe
in
for a
terms
few
of just
turns.
playing a flat, would have been playing B1 to get some of black's pieces downwards.
What do we get? D5 minus? Okay.
A very drawn out game. I would fill D5 tack. Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing I would consider doing is just playing B2. But I like making tack when I can.
Have you
That's
tried
B2 is
putting
the
him in
move here
tack?
for.
Which
there's
move?
always the potential for downsides when making tack, but I think that one's actually pretty decent options. So.
Well, I have a feeling that wall is going to do something to it.
You remove the whole stack down.
Oh, 2D4 north would definitely be something worth it.
It's what? It's top. Oh, do I have the board upside down? Oh, I do. Okay.
There you go.
2D4 and land both the wall and the black flat on D5. Or do it that way. And I mean, that's fine too, because now white can do a counterattack by filling at C6 if black doesn't take C6 first.
Or black can play B2 and push his tempo.
Which is probably what I'd do as black. Prevent white from taking it.
Black's going to play, what, D6 here? And white's going to do E6 left?
I'm saying B2 is what black should play. He has tempo.
That's what he's.
Well, To be or not to be?
Stop it.
I
think he did
appreciate
the
that.
last time I was on here too.
So that is a smart play.
I regret
Or he's
nothing.
gonna move his pieces where there isn't really as much competition for more. Now, White should probably play D6 for attack threat.
Well, D4, 2D4 to the left makes his own attack threat.
Hmm.
Or he can make the attack threat that way.
Well,
Nope, he's just gonna go whole hog on the thing.
It's not necessarily bad.
I'm seeing C5
There are
minus,
definitely
guys.
lots of benefits from doing that.
C5 minus.
I'd move the cap up.
I'd be tempted to just play D4 as block.
Oh yeah, moving the cap up is
Moving the
good.
cap up
I
would
like
also
that
be a
move on
pretty good
Sweet
move.
because then you can move it right and take your own wall out, and then do some more threats.
Or you can move it right and not even take the wall out, and then threaten going down with it. And then once you go down with it, it's attacked 2 ways.
Oh, there,
Yeah,
he just
that's
said to
awesome.
move it up,
That's
but
a good move.
You were going to move it left, all right?
Yeah, that's a good move there. I like that move.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of see that. I kind of like that move when he just did, but he's E3 plus. Because he's got a couple ways of trying to grab it.
Might go for
Oh,
E3 plus here.
E3 plus.
Oh no, he's in tech. No, he's not in tech.
He's in. Oh no, he's not.
Nobody has
It is
tack
not
right now.
tack yet. It is a move away from tack, but it is not tack.
Now
D6.
it's
That is
tack
tack.
on white.
Right.
Have you tried putting him in tack?
I mean, I wouldn't be. I would kind of be tempted just to play D4.
This is looking pretty good for Sultan.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're actually kind of fairly even. I think Sultan has a slight edge overall.
I like E5 to the left.
But, oh, there's the D4 move. Oh.
It's not gonna do anything though.
Well, it fills up the space. It creates some potential threats, both east-west, and a couple things that it does. Nothing particularly immediately useful, but it has.
I mean, no.
Want to see something nasty?
It's not gonna like do anything for
E3 plus.
NohatCoder's game. It's great for Sultan because he's got one of his buddies now that he could bring down.
So E3
Yeah,
plus,
E3
what's that
plus
do?
is
That's tack. E3 plus is definitely tack. But that'll make D2 right really useful.
Well, if that were the case, what I'd actually probably do first is... Nah, yeah, I'd do that. Okay, never mind. Huh. But...
I'd be half tempted to play something like C3 or I don't know.
I mean, if you wanted to make Sultan waste a bunch of his time remaining and conserve your flats, which, by the way, are getting dangerously close to tiebreak, about 4 stones away.
Just smash the wall now.
I'm still liking 2E2 right.
Yeah, smashing the wall has its appeal. Hulk smash!
Who's that?
Yeah, I think I'm with you guys on smashing the wall.
I mean, it's just like
It's a tack threat, but it invites D2 to the right.
NohatCoder's not
I'd
gonna.
actually say it might not be the best move, if only because that wall as it is right now is kind of blocking the horizontal threat.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
He's
Now,
gonna.
Sultan's
he's gonna-
gonna do one.
That looks like E3 to the right is what's incoming.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully Sultan sees the Tinue incoming, because right now
It's
type
not an
breaks are
incoming
3
Tinue because he's got E5 available to capture, and he can also move F4 up, and so it's not a Tinue, but it's definitely a
really
threat.
bad.
I'm just double checking that is Tenue, the D4 plus.
No, never mind.
It's not. It's not a Tinue.
Um,
Well, it's certainly gonna be nasty though.
yeah, D4 plus is not Tenue, but it is definitely nasty. But I like C3, which is what I.
Ooh, that was a good move. There we go. Now he's got attack threat tempo in Sultan's court.
That's tact.
Pop the wall up. Cut off that entire threat for now.
New wall.
Yep, there's the wall.
Okay, so we're 2 stones away.
From what? From White's tiebreak?
Yep.
Well, it's
And so-
secondary. Black has a long way
so-
to go.
Yeah, so first it's Black needs to get. So if Black loses, then he
I
has
would
still
probably
in the
just
tiebreak.
play
He
the
needs to
D4
lose what,
plus.
like 7 more stones or
Everyone
something.
who's whacking on their mic, stop that. You'd mute it if you keep it.
Yeah, quit whacking.
Sorry, I forget my mic's on the front of my laptop.
F4 plus now.
F4 plus.
Yeah, it is attack threat.
Plus, he wins the stack.
He wins the capture trade. Yeah,
Yeah, F4 plus has its merits.
I like it. I think it's the good move. Ooh,
Play D2
you to the right. That's
right. Okay.
all right. I'll take it. Doesn't really do much immediately for the threat, but
Well, it gets white to place pieces at least.
I liked playing A2 to be honest.
A2.
How about E3 right?
Yeah, he can just do F4 plus after that
Harden
point.
cap up.
That's an interesting move. I kind of like that. I would definitely play with that move.
E3 right's probably a bad move in the long run for
No, he
Nohat.
went-
Oh, and he takes it. I'm seeing F4 plus or 2E2 to the
His
right.
only defenses
I did 2E2 to the
are
right.
E5 right. I wouldn't want to give him those captives back
Yeah, you wouldn't want to give him 2E2 to the right now. You would want to do F4 plus
because it's
for
tack
now,
when he
and
takes
then
the
do
captives
2E2 to the
back,
right.
too.
Yeah.
He has the captives back, but he loses his hard cap, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that was the Sultan's actually in a pickle now. I think that was good play from Nohat.
I don't
think-
think he is at all. I think he's fine.
Yeah, E5 right takes care of it.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
because you've got 2F3 plus to capture both E4 and that. But
That's game. That's
That's
game.
game.
Oh,
He
Dang it,
missed
Sultan.
it.
Missed it.
Yeah, that's game.
Oh,
no,
and
that wins
so,
the match.
oh, he gave him an undo?
Oh. Wow.
okay, I
Wait, was
guess
that
it was
misclick or
misclick. Huh.
I wonder if that was a
Well-
misclick or if it was.
We're gonna have to
Wait,
ask
no,
about that later.
Yeah, that's that.
It was
Whoa.
yeah, definitely.
Ay, ay, ay. Christ,
What a
Sultan.
generous move.
Yeah, generous on Nohat's part.
See, that's the response I was anticipating.
Yeah, and here's where you can do
Well.
2E2 to the right.
Well, standing stone will take care of that.
Well, how many stones does he have there? 1, 2, and the cap. So,
What?
if he were to throw that,
He can move it 2
You
more
can
space.
throw it west.
Yeah, but it doesn't give him any
Okay.
threats. It eliminates all of Black's threats, but it doesn't give him any of his own.
Probably what I'd be tempted to do at this point for white.
yeah.
Throw it left.
Give you a big flat
Yep.
down. Yeah, it'd help with flat stones right now.
Throw it towards the 8.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to ask Sultan what the heck that was.
Because, yeah, I can understand when you have a
he was
misclick, but
probably hitting some buttons and accidentally.
well, that's so he misclicked E4 to the right instead of F4 plus. That's That's a pretty big misclick.
Well, when you think about it, the squares aren't that far apart, and the way the movement system works, it's not like direction is different. It's just the square that's next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. I just think it's very unlikely. This is where it's getting into just a flat count battle at this point.
Yeah. But
No one's going to be making any any road
6,
threats.
9,
Oh. Sultan has all the
4,
positive.
6, 9, 10. Okay, so +1 for no hat.
Go back and smash it now.
Yeah, going back and
Okay.
smashing it's pretty fun.
You wanted to do
A lot
that.
of captives. I
Well-
like it.
As soon as he gets back and smashes it, that's a attack threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course that would wait.
No, that would be a loss. It's
No.
massive E5 wall. There's no way to not make that a loss for white.
He can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not a loss for white. Why would it be a
I
loss
see
for
what you're
white?
saying.
It doesn't reach the D1 square. It needs to go all the way to D1, so it needs 3 blacks on top. Otherwise 2.
Ay.
Yeah.
This game, man. This game.
Yeah, I like smashing E5 at this point. Oh, he's doing it the other way. Yeah.
Probably just doesn't want to be thwarted by a wall move.
Now D4
Placement.
plus.
I'm confused by that move. He didn't need to do that.
Yep.
I think he knew that there would be a wall there if he smashed it.
That could be true.
True. You could also have the cap just come right over into it.
Yeah, having the cap come up is probably the biggest deterrent.
Yeah, the other fun piece you have is that Sultan has 3:30 on the clock and Nohat has 11 minutes.
Oh.
Why?
He wants to
Getting on the
rob.
backhand.
Well, yeah,
the
it's a
vertical.
positive flat count move, but he also
Yeah,
wants
that
to rob
works.
Nohat of stealing that stack.
Okay, true. I'm
He
just
probably saw
seeing
that as the next move.
1d5 right is what I was looking at right after. Anyway.
Yeah. A4. He's getting some flats down.
Could potentially go up with that, but I don't think that's good. Yeah, I think this is definitely going down to 1.
Flats. He might be hoping for Nohat to go D3 to the right, and then Sultan
Kinda tempted
can get a +2
tempted
flat move
flat.
there.
at A3.
I like that move because I was gonna suggest leaving those blacks and hopping.
I'd be tempted to do 1d5 minus here. Something along those lines.
Let's see here. Detail.
Or white could do that. Yeah, that's the move I just spotted.
I wonder if we see SD5 now.
If he uses that wall to go down to e5, that's a big mistake because then NoHat's got Tinue, and so he definitely needs to use wall there. Yeah, that's the move.
That is the move. And then wall hops right, and then tries to take a bunch of flats with it.
Probably. Yeah, definitely. Looks like it's
I
Perhaps.
think Sultan's won on tiebreak by now.
I don't think so. I think he still needs to play a couple
One more
flats.
piece.
Yeah, one more. And then it's tied, or then it's win.
Oh, good job.
C6.
If Sultan does d5 to the right and NoHat captures it, that's attack to the left, to the east-west.
Now, what's he trying there?
He's trying to play flat so he can win on the tiebreak.
Okay.
in positioning. But
Yeah, I'm still a few clicks slow on metagame moves.
I like a2 for black, and then he can just keep pushing down and he can capture a1. Ooh, except now that's not as good. Yeah, it's a good move for white. A4 was solid for stopping that north-south threat from black.
if black places on, oh, never mind.
Well, there's A2. Now Hatch has one more flat and Sultan wins on tie breaks. So I'd just play A2.
Yep. It's a smart play.
I think anything.
That way you can try and make a run at A1 over here as well.
Ooh, you know what I actually really like? After playing his flat there, I like throwing up his E2 stack up and capturing the E5 stack with it.
Yeah,
then you can run it back down.
I thought about it. Because now white's blocked from doing anything about it.
You know what he should have done previously is played at A4 and A5 and A3, and it would have been a sneakier sort of win by smashing at C2. But that's much earlier in the game.
Yeah.
I just wasn't seeing it until now.
Let's see here. So that leaves 1, 2.
Yeah, they're playing for flats at this point, and we've got we've got a board fill right here if he plays it.
Yeah, if black fills the board, who's got the win?
If black fills the board, then it's automatic Sultan win because he won with a road last time. There's no way that NoHat can win by 6 points here. So NoHat just conceded essentially.
Lose the game and win the match.
15.
Yeah, that would be interesting
6,
to
7,
play
8, 9,
A2,
10.
lose the game, win the match.
Oh, he's not gonna win the match
Like,
right now. He's gonna go for a road or go for a better flat count or a win.
The other way to have done it is something to. Could he have moved the D5 wall over,
No.
or did he need to move the D6 wall?
The D5 wall would have been bad because then it would have allowed the capstone to take it.
He wanted to move the E6 so that it didn't get a cap smash.
I guess Sultan wants to win with more points so that he has a better chance against his next opponent.
Which is probably going to be well, Ally if I had to guess. But Abyss is...
Who's Ally up against? Kakabura?
Abyss.
Oh, Ally and Abyss?
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game, but I'm
will be.
going to say Ally as well.
Yeah, I give the edge to Ally, but it's still going to be a very close game.
Wait, so... Oh, crap. I think I have to play like whoever loses between those or something.
You have to beat me first, Sunshine.
And you have to beat Mediocre to Borland first.
We'll see what happens tonight.
A couple turns ago. This is definitely not my forte in terms of like play.
This is definitely not my forte. We're playing on 6s.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I think White's still in the flat lead.
Yeah, so now it is it's 14 to 13, I think. So it's like a +1 for a no hat, +2 for no hat if he fills, which is a loss. Well, it's a win for the game, but a loss for the match. And he did it. He conceded.
Okay, well that's it. It looks like Sultan advances.
Yep.
Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and pop off here then real quick. So it appears that Sultan advances, and we'll see what ends up happening with the rest of the games. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and we'll see you next time.